Welcome back. We are exploring this dangerous desert and have come upon this poor old guy who apparently had less luck exploring this desert and came to an untimely end. But he seems to have left one of his shoes behind.
An old shoe lies forgotten near the poor skeleton.
And that is actually one of the things you need from the desert. Yes, really.
Uneasily, Graham reaches down and removes the old shoe from the desert sand.
The shoe, actually, I think you can throw the shoe at the dog instead of the stick, and you can use the stick instead of the shoe in the place where we're gonna use the shoe later. They're interchangeable. You just need one or the other for both occasions, but you will need to use both of them either way. So you do need to find this shoe. Okay, our next stop in the desert is a little more interesting than an old dead guy. And I think we can make it without stopping by an oasis. In the meantime, although only barely. And it's back at the cliff wall. Oh, to the north. From here. I think despite that warning we can make it the necessary number of screens. We only have 2 more screens to go. At least I managed to do this while I was practicing. So I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work now. Except for the curse of the Let's Play, of course. Interesting, you can't see the cliff wall from here. But now we're magically there. And this is sure interesting. Some kind of temple. And also a pool of water. So let's make use of the opportunity. And drink. Fortunately, none of this water is poisonous.
Ah, life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Good, that's better. Well, let's check out this temple. I'll save here just in case.
The facade of a magnificent temple has been carved into the rocky cliffs by an unknown ancient civilization. From across the desert sands, Graham can hear the sound of approaching hoofbeats.
Wait, no, that's too quick. Let's hide.
Hi! Get him!
Never trust a bad guy, Graham.
We didn't trust him, we just happened to be there. Okay, I guess those are the bandits that Cedric was talking about. That was a bit too soon.
From across the desert sands, Graham can hear the sound of approaching hoofbeats.
Okay, well, I guess I can't go to the temple first. Let's wait. Ooh, they're going to the temple. I really should be able to see Graham from there, but anyway.
Open sesame!
Interesting. Although, not really unexpected, I suppose. Seems to be we've found Alibaba's hideout or something. Ooh, some really dramatic music here. Let's try and open this temple. Let's look at it first.
Moving majestically before him, the massive temple door beckons tantalizingly to Graham.
It's quite big.
Carved into the rocky cliffs, an ancient temple towers above Graham as he surveys its ornate columns and friezes.
Alright, let's try and open.
Open sesame!
That didn't work. But wait, the bandit knocked on the door, as well as saying open sesame. So let's try that.
Open sesame!
The temple door won't open. Perhaps there's something missing.
Maybe the words are wrong. Maybe it's open Sasquatch or open sarsaparilla. No, what's actually missing is the staff of the bandits. That is what we need. So, our next goal here in the desert is to find the bandits' hideout. And to do so without dying in the meantime. Let's drink again.
Ah, life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Fortunately, I already know where the bandits' camp is and how to get there, passing by an oasis. So let's go there. I wonder what Cedric's doing in the meantime. Just hanging out with the gypsies, who he doesn't trust. There should be an oasis further to the south here. Hopefully before we die. Too bad we don't have a bottle of dehydrated water. There it is, some water for us to drink.
Ah, life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Good. Next stop, the bandits' hideout. Which is not far from here. Since I never really played this game without a walkthrough, I don't really know how long it would take you to map this place without using a pre-made map. But I would imagine it would be long. There we go. The bandits. And this guy has decided to take a nap on the hot sand. Probably not good for your health. Let's save, because this is sort of a dangerous place.
With disgust, Graham looks at a drunken bandit lying face down in the desert sand, completely passed out.
And it seems they're having a party with belly dancers and everything.
Beautiful harem girl belly dances for the merrymaking bandits within the larger tent. Overhearing loud music and drunken laughter from within the larger tent, Graham guesses the bandits must be celebrating their latest plunder.
I guess so. Who did they plunder? The town of Serenia?
A lone camel waits near the large tent while its owner celebrates inside. There doesn't seem to be any activity within the smaller tent. The bandits' horses rest in the desert sun while their unsavory owners revel within the large tent.
Well, that party sounds like fun. Let's try and join them. Yeah, like that's a good idea.
An intruder!
That wasn't a very smart move, Graham.
Well, there's no arguing with that. There is also a campfire.
The campfire, all but forgotten, has been reduced to a pile of glowing embers.
And a jar.
A large clay jar full of water stands by the campfire.
Which is good, gives us an opportunity to drink before we leave here. Let's check out the small tent, considering the large one is clearly not approachable. Ooh, a sleeping bandit.
Snoring loudly upon a beautiful carpet lies a sleeping bandit.
And the very staff we were looking for.
Assorted odds and ends clutter the inside of this small tent, while upon a lovely carpet sleeps another of the despicable renegades. A jeweled staff leaning against the back of the tent catches Graham's interest.
Okay, careful now. Don't want to get too close to the bandit, otherwise he'll wake up.
Taking care to be very quiet, Graham reaches out and takes the staff into his possession.
Go around this side. Safer. Good, got it. Now let's take a drink of water before we go.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Take your time, it's not as if there's bandits right there. Can we take one of the horses? Would save some
Disturbing
time.
the horses would be very unwise at this time.
It would be unwise at any time. Okay, I guess not. So back to the oasis, and then back to the temple, which hopefully we will now be able to open using the staff, as well as the magic words. And then we will be done in this wretched place. Good thing there's no sandworms around. Unless we could ride them. I mean, that I would like to see the look on Mordek's face if we showed up at his castle or whatever, riding a giant sandworm. That would be intimidating and awesome.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
And he now has strength enough to continue in the next video.